I make at least $11,000 every single day in pure profit selling simple digital products, and here's a screenshot of that just as proof. And it's crazy because I didn't come into this with any special skill. I had no prior education in this. I wasn't an expert, and I definitely wasn't anyone online. I was not famous. In fact, up until a few years ago, I was still folding burritos for minimum wage, absolutely hating my life while I was neck deep in student debt in university. And I launched this business from my dorm room. So here's what we're not going to talk about in this video. I'm not going to tell you some BS recycled guru nonsense on dropshipping or crypto that everyone else is talking about. I'm not going to tell you just to work harder or find your passion. And I'm also not going to tell you to light money on fire with ads on Etsy, Amazon, or any of the complicated techie stuff that takes you months just to get something set up and running. Instead, I'm going to share with you the exact backward strategy that took me from a broke college student to well over 10,000 every single day, and more importantly, how my students and I are crushing it even faster than I did when I first did this a few years ago. This is going to be one of the most valuable videos you watch this entire year if you pay attention. Because 4 minutes from now in this video, I'm going to show you the one hidden success indicator that separates the 1% that's actually making money from this from the 99% that stay broke. So if you can't sit down and focus for just the next few minutes, you might as well just click off right now. But for those of you who pay attention, this could literally change your life. Let's dive right in. A few years ago, I was drowning. I decided to not follow through with medical school because I could not justify more student loans. I was working 10-hour days, 6 days a week, grinding for a minimum wage paycheck that barely paid my rent. And then one conversation at church actually hit me like a ton of bricks. It was a doctor that went to church with me, and he was in his mid-40s, and he was still paying off his student loans. Watching him after church service walk back to his car, it was a 1997 Toyota Corolla, and he wanted a nice car. He just couldn't afford it. And that conversation changed everything for me. Who the world says made it was still struggling at 47. What hope did I have if I was continuing down that path? There's that one quote that goes, if you know that the view at the top of the mountain is going to be an ugly one, then climb a different mountain. And so I knew that the traditional education, go get a job mountain was not for me. So I started to climb another mountain. I started online businesses and I tried everything. Dropshipping, trading, ATMs, and nothing worked because I was doing what everyone else was doing, following the same broken, oversaturated, hyper-competitive playbook. And then I finally had this breakthrough. I decided to create my own PDF digital product. Literally, a productivity course that taught college students how to wake up earlier and be more productive. Because that was the only skill that I had. I was 20 years old. I didn't make money online. I didn't know how to teach others how to build a business. And I spent the next 4 weeks building this PDF, and I launched it. And it actually worked. My first month, it made over 50,000 in sales, and within 8 months, that one business made me over 500,000. And I thought I'd cracked the code. I thought to myself, this is it. Just build simple digital products. And so what I did was I started casually helping out some of my college friends. And naturally, I told them to do exactly what I did. Make your own digital product, make your own fitness program, make your own yoga course, make your own digital product on how to speed read or improve your marriage. I even had a friend make a video game digital product. You're making some serious progress. The whole video game thing, the best you've ever done since February. That's crazy, man. But here's the thing. Most of them actually struggled. Some spent months building, launching the crickets, and then they just completely gave up. But a few of them that actually did really well, the lazy ones, they didn't actually build anything. They just found existing products online that other businesses already made for them, and they just sold them as an affiliate, meaning they don't want to build anything. They just found existing products and they promoted those instead. And then something insane happened. The friends who arbitrage other people's products first, they actually had 10 times higher success rate because they were making money in weeks, not months. They learned faster, they failed cheaper, they scaled quicker, and they did not ever even have to build their own digital products. And that's when it hit me like a lightning bolt. Think about it. Uber doesn't own any cars, right? But it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Airbnb doesn't own any properties, but they're worth 80 billion. DoorDash doesn't cook food, doesn't own thousands of restaurants, but they generate billions connecting hungry people with restaurants. They all do this one thing called arbitrage. They arbitrage other people's cars, homes, or restaurants. And my friends that absolutely crushed it with digital products, they just arbitrage other people's digital products following the same model that built billion-dollar companies. They validated demand without the risk. They learned to convert without spending months building, and they made money without having to handle customer service or fulfillment because the business that made the product, they handled that. And then once they knew exactly what worked, then some of them decided to create their own digital products, and then they made even more. And that's when I realized I had been teaching it backwards this entire time. And once I shifted from making our own products to teaching arbitrage so you can sell other people's products, my students' results exploded. The success rates of the people I helped went through the roof. We went from a handful of case studies to literally hundreds of students crushing it.
I made about $5,300 in the past 2.5 months that I started. I made $900 in like the span of 7 minutes. It was absolutely insane.
And now personally for me, I do well over $300,000 a month every single month. And over the last 4 years, I've crossed 30 million in digital product sales following this exact principle. My students are getting results even faster.
I've already made over 105K, and that's just in about 4 months.
And the reason why this works so well is because you're not wasting months building a product that you don't know if someone wants. The arbitrage first model changed everything, not just for me, but for thousands of people who finally found a path that works online. So let me break down exactly how AI arbitrage works, because this is where it gets really interesting. Most people are still stuck in 2018 thinking that they need to create everything from scratch. Meanwhile, the smart people are arbitraging AI products that are already crushing. So here's the 4-step system to make this work. Step 1 is to choose your done-for-you product. You see, most people waste months trying to create their own product, and that's just complete backwards. With AI arbitrage, you can immediately start with products that already exist, are already proven, and are already in massive demand. Quite simply put, people are looking for these products. So focus on the big 3 niches that never go out of style. Health. People always want to be healthier, lose weight, build more muscle. Wealth. People always want more money. And relationships. People always want to have better connections, whether it's dating or marriage. A couple examples that are crushing it right now. Allen AI, it's a $597 a year tool that builds websites and viral content. 50% commissions on it right now, which means the people who sell it make $298 per sale. Second one, Ultimate Branding Course. This is a course that helps people build their brand identity. Pays 85% commissions. The 3-hour 6-pack system, 100% commissions, and Success Mindset Switch, productivity training for high performers. And my student Lila made her first $1,000 in pure profit in her first month with 87 followers using this exact approach, and she never showed her face one time. Now, what's the key here? These products connect you to a done-for-you website. So you don't handle any tech, any customer service, any fulfillment. You just simply connect the buyers with the solutions. Now, the step 2 is what I call the Instagram AI hack. Now, here's what no one's telling you. Instagram's new algorithm update actually rewards new accounts with no followers compared to old accounts. And so starting from 0 if you don't have any followers is actually a massive advantage. You just simply post 7 to 11 second videos, that's it. And the math is so simple. Post 1 to 3 reels a day, AI will make these in minutes for you. Get thousands of views for free. And remember, Instagram favors new accounts. And these views lead to profile visits, which leads to people clicking on the link in your bio. And when people click, they tend to buy. Step number 3 is maximizing the value equation. Shout out to Hermosi on this one. This is how you pick winning products to arbitrage. Every great product has 4 components. At the top of the equation, you got the dream outcome, which is what result do they desperately want? And you got perceived likelihood. How achievable is that outcome? And then you got time delay, how fast they get results, and effort and sacrifice. How little work or how much work is required that they think that is perceived in order to get the job done. So I'll give you an example of a product that hits all 4 of these perfectly. Allen AI, software product. The dream outcome is viral content and professional websites. The likelihood of achievement, well, because AI does the work for you, it's pretty dang high. From a time perspective, it works literally instantly in seconds. It's fast. And from an effort standpoint, it's pretty minimal because you just click buttons and the AI does it for you. And that's why it converts at over 10% when you position it the right way. If 10 people visit the website, 1 person buys. Step number 4 is the MVP launch strategy. MVP stands for minimum viable product. It means the simplest, most basic version of a new product that still offers enough value, giving you the ability to launch really quickly. And that way you can gather data, get users, to get crucial feedback to guide future development without wasting resources on unnecessary features. Now, here's a hot take, might be a little controversial. Do not make your own product first. Instead, test different done-for-you products, see what resonates with your audience, learn what converts, and then once you start finally making some money, then you can make your own product down the line once you know what's working. This eliminates risk. You're not spending months building something that nobody wants. Now, if your numbers aren't working, here's exactly what you need to do to fix it. Having low views on your content? Well, your hook probably sucks. Fix the first 3 seconds of the video. You're getting views but no profile visits? Well, it means you're not making a clear call to action in your content. tell people to comment below or tap the link in your bio in order to go ahead and take the next step. If you're getting profile visits but no link clicks, well, it means your bio isn't optimized well enough. If you're getting clicks but no sales, you might have the wrong product for your audience. Simple diagnostics equals simple fixes. Now, let me hit you with some hard truth. Creating content is actually a lot harder than most gurus tell you. I have over 900,000 followers on Instagram, and you know what? I got a full team of 7 people on my marketing team that are grinding full time, and I've been doing this for the last 6 years. But AI arbitrage, you don't need any of that. All you need is a phone, one Instagram account, the link in your bio, and an hour a day. That's it. Everything else is just execution. So let me tell you the one thing that separates the people making $17,000 a day from the people making pennies. They understand that the AI gold rush is happening right now. Not next month, not next year, not someday, right now. And they're executing violently while everyone is still watching YouTube videos, scrolling on their phone, doing nothing about it. And then go back to the 9 to 5 complaining, but Richard, I'm just not tech savvy. Good, neither was I. AI does the technical work for you. But Richard, I don't have the following. Perfect. New accounts get more reach on Instagram. But I don't know anything about AI. Why do you think you need to? You're arbitraging products, not building them. Look, 99% of people watching this won't do anything with it, and that's okay. They'll watch another YouTube video, they'll check their phone, they'll go back to scrolling and hating their life. That's the brutal truth. But if you're actually the 1% that wants to take real action, you could literally start implementing this right after this video ends. Now, I've given you the exact framework, but if you want to go deeper, check out some of my other videos. I post every single week completely free, so make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and learn at your own pace. The AI arbitrage opportunity is here, right now, today. In 6 months, you're either going to be one of the people that took action when AI was just taking off, or you'll be watching other people's success stories wondering, what if? Now, if you want to learn exactly how to scale from 0 to 10 grand a month selling simple PDFs and digital products, check out this masterclass right here, and I'll see you on the other side.